3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Voice of Rural America. It is Monday, October 2nd. It's a little cool outside. Everybody's got a jacket on. You're looking for your long sleeve shirts this morning, opposed to those short sleeve. Maybe you spent the weekend getting some of those sweatshirts out. You know, in the mornings, I don't know exactly where I'm going on some days on a show, and on some days I don't know exactly what direction I want to go in. And I get up and I turn on the news. So I got up my dog got up at 2:30, and I didn't know why my dog wanted to go outside, because I don't have any campaign signs in my yard for anybody to steal. I don't have any campaign signs in my yard for anybody to vandalize. So I was wondering, what did the dog need to go out for? Maybe the bear are moving. But anyhow, I about 3:15, I get up, and I go to my phone, and I hit the news app that I look at for national news, and I start seeing 20 dead in mass shooting in Las Vegas at 3:15 this morning on my phone. And I say that's not true, and I start reading some of the highlights and our headlines on it. And then as we air the show, and we're going to keep track of that during the show this morning, 50 dead, 200 injured in a shooting from, is it the 23rd floor or the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay in Vegas. Thank you, Richie. Hotel. Jason Aldean concert outside. Now, you can rest assured, and I mean that facetiously, that the media is doing everything they can to solve this case immediately. You know, Minka Brzezinski should be taken off the air, but obviously that's not going to happen. MSNBC made it about 10 minutes in before guns, semi-automatic, fully automatic submachine guns, multiple weapons in the room. Minka Brzezinski said, didn't seem to be a trained shooter. I mean, just anyhow. Started going into the details on firearms. They're already bringing the specialists in. So I just ask everybody to be cautious today. I know some people are glued to this on your TVs. You're absolutely glued to it. But be very cautious of where the media is going to take this. This is all brand new this morning. Every channel, there's no one exempt from NBC, Fox, CBS, ABC. They're all trying to be the first on this. Just be careful on the direction they take this in, and we will wait. We will wait here for some developments, and we'll just stay focused on. We woke up with 50 people dead and 200 injured this morning. Oh, okay. Anyhow, let's brighten things up, because let's brighten things up a little bit this Monday morning. Let's get the week started off right, if at possible. I know we're a nation that is very shocked right now by the news and the events that have taken place overnight in Las Vegas. But with all of the protests going on, with all of the NFL protests, I guess one team took a knee in London. It was a London game. One team took a knee, 3 players or something, for the national anthem, and stood for, God Save the Queen or whatever. So one high school took it on itself to show the world, but NFL, how to honor our flag. You have that video, Richie? Run that video. Friday Night Lights, high school, fanning rebels. Jason Banks, the director of Team FYN Sports. Jason Banks, the director of Team FYN Sports. That was his video Friday night, Fannin Rebels versus Greater Atlanta Christian. He will be with us at 8:30. We'll have our Monday morning quarterback segment at 8:30. He'll be with us, and we're gonna talk about that one. We're going to talk about that one with Jason Banks. But that's how you enter a football field at high school at the Fannin Rebels in North Georgia. And we want to thank those guys. Now, Wednesday night we have Rebel Wrap-Up. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Rebel Wrap-Up. And what we'd like for you to do is tune in, and we'll ask Coach Pavo the planning behind that and the discussion with the guys and how that all came about. We'll do that Wednesday night. Okay, where's OJ? Where's OJ? I mean, OJ's out. OJ is out. Interesting. I want to start out today by telling you the establishment Republican dream team. I should hold this. I should tease it all morning long. Sorry, I'm trying to eat apples this morning. Isn't October National Apple Month or something? I don't know. But in North Georgia, it is North Georgia Apple Month. But anyhow, the establishment Republican dream team. John Kasich and Charlie Dent, the governor of Ohio and congressman from the 16th district, I think it is, of Pennsylvania. Yeah, they're going to talk themselves into they can win Ohio and Pennsylvania. There you go. That's the establishment Republican dream team. Okay, let me see where I want to go next. What is on the desk? All right, at 9 o'clock, you know, Tom Price is out. He was HHS secretary. He's out. You know, he could have been a congressman. I've been waiting all weekend. Tom Price could have been a congressman. But wait a minute. On NBC, MSNBC, or no, Fox, right? Fox, the travel controversy. Put that picture up, Richie. I marked it travel controversy. On Fox, they were talking, oh yeah. No controversy in the Democrat side, none whatsoever, okay? No wasting of any money whatsoever by Obama, none. No, Obama takes a flight and Michelle takes the other one because they're not speaking. No, Michelle spends how many hundreds and hundreds of thousands on entourage on vacations. No problem there. None. Okay? But HHS Secretary Tom Price is out. Cabinet heads under fire over travel. Scott Pruitt. Let's see, what's Scott Pruitt? EPA, right? Where have we really, where's the Trump administration really been turning around and ending those regulations? Those job-killing, business-killing, economy-killing regulations. EPA, Scott Pruitt. Steve Mnuchin. We'll pass over that one. All right? Ryan Zinke. Let's see, what is Ryan? Interiors, Department of Interiors, right? So that's that's the tree hugger special right there, right? And then Dr. David Skulkin. Now, what is Dr. David Skulkin? Isn't he VA? Right? VA? Is the Trump administration the first time in your, maybe in our life that we remember, or current time that we remember anybody in the VA getting fired? Right? Sweeping changes coming through the VA, promises from Trump. Travel controversy continues. So the healthcare EPA, Finance, Zeke, Interiors, and the VA. Interesting. Interesting. You know, they don't want Trump to succeed, folks. They don't want him to succeed. So let's take that down. Now, all four, we'll talk about this right now in just a second. All four networks, everyone opened with what? Let's do ABC Mayor. It says ABC Mayor. This is the San Juan Mayor. ABC, right? That's what they open with, all right? CBS Mayor, right? See the one that says CBS Mayor? Huh?
Yes, I'm looking for it. Lots of pictures today.
All right, CBS Mayor.
Here it is.
All right. It's all right. CBS Mayor. I have one that's just called Mayor of Puerto Rico. That's Fox News. Mayor of Puerto Rico. All right. That's that one. Do I have any more mayor? Oh,
NBC.
NBC. All right. And this is the one that's getting all the social media attention. There's two of them. They want to know where, you know, if everybody's out of water and there's 95% of the island has no power and there's devastation and people are dying and we're just, you know, Trump's causing people to die and, you know, and everything like that. You know, the one I like on social media the best with this picture, with the beans and everything behind her, is somebody give the lady a box cutter, okay? So she could cut this stuff out and start distributing it. They proved yesterday that she had only been to the command center once. Trump is right again. His tweets, all four channels opened up. The fake news, their hopes, their greatest hopes were yesterday. Their hope yesterday was to put up the San Juan tweet 1. They want this to turn in. Such poor leadership ability by the mayor of San Juan and others in Puerto Rico who are not able to get their workers to help. Get off your sorry ass. Now, Trump's, I swear, what's the next one? I wouldn't be surprised if Trump wouldn't have said, they want everything to be done for them when it should be a community effort. 10,000 federal workers now on the island doing a fantastic job. Puerto Rico is a territory, folks. They do. This Puerto Rico right now, it is a tough situation. We don't have time to go into the Jones Act. We don't have time to go into, yes, logistically, the island itself. It got hit by a double hurricane. Irma and Maria, just days apart, double hurricane, and we have gone through extensively in detail, all right, in detail, what's going on in Puerto Rico with the debt. You remember when Ryan restructured, he put a team in place, I forget the name of it, and the governor of Puerto Rico said no, they would not cut any federal salaries or any federal pay at all down there to help work on the debt. They don't want to take care of themselves. They want you to pay the bill. Now, the lady of San Juan, Puerto Rico, that is the mayor, obviously, she was given her talking points. They used her. The corrupt media used her. Go to the Kumo video. Now, wait a minute. Now, this is Irma. But pay attention to this very close, all right? Pay attention very close. This is MSNBC during Irma. Who went down? Who went down and made an appearance there?
You want Cuomo or do you want Scarborough?
No, one says Cuomo went to on MSNBC.
Andrew Cuomo, gotcha.
So go ahead and play that one. Stay with me. It's just about 2 minutes. There's a couple points here. Go ahead.
At least 3 million people across Florida are still without power. And parts of the Caribbean are in far worse shape. With us now, we've got New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who later today is going to travel to the U.S. Virgin Islands and survey the damage afflicted by Hurricane Irma. And Governor, we were just talking about Americans want to see things get done, and certainly that pertains especially when hurricanes and other natural disasters come their way. Tell us about what you're doing today.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me. I think you're right. Americans like to see things getting done, especially in times of an emergency, right? Put the politics aside, people are in need. And that's what you're seeing in Florida and Texas, southern states, and the U.S. Virgin Islands has really been devastated. I don't know that the TV coverage, frankly, has adequately conveyed the level of damage in the U.S. Virgin Islands, partially because the power was out. But Governor Mapp, who is the governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands, actually happens to be from Brooklyn, New York, originally was an NYPD officer. He called and asked for help. The U.S. Virgin Islands doesn't have the same depth of local government that states do in the United States. So he needs help on the assessment, the liaison with the federal government. He needs security assistance. So I said I would come down, we'll do an assessment. We're bringing an assessment team. We'll find out exactly how best to help, what personnel, what equipment, and then we'll send resources forthwith. But it's been devastating for the Virgin Islands.
Hey, Governor Donnie Deutsch, good to talk to you, my old friend. And by the way, looking very buff there, I might say.
Oh, stop it,
those
Donnie.
Guns are looking strong.
Donnie,
let me ask you. Let me ask you a question, obviously, because what you're doing right now is what a leader does, and very presidential. And Democratic Party, big holes there. Nobody running the show there. Nobody running the show.
What you're doing now is very presidential. Now they're talking about the Virgin Islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. He's going to put an assessment team together. He looked very presidential. The Democrats have been setting up every possible way they could, ever since Irma came through Puerto Rico, to see what they could turn into. They wanted to see if they could turn Texas, Florida, or Puerto Rico into Katrina. Now, obviously, the American people, if that would have been Florida, I'm not saying we're not compassionate, but there would have been more interest, okay, in Florida. Sorry to say, not that our government's not helping down there. Texas. But all the Democrats were left with Puerto Rico, all right? This guy looked presidential. Now, Puerto Rico cannot vote, all right? They cannot vote. So and I had it here just a minute ago. I thought I kept it here. Puerto Rico cannot vote. I thought I had it up here a minute ago, folks. And they can vote in presidential primaries. They can hold primaries, okay? They can hold primaries. I think it was 1971 we granted them citizenship. I think it's around early 70s we granted Puerto Rico citizenship, okay? And they can vote in a primary. They can hold a Republican primary, they can hold a Democrat primary, and they can send delegates to those conventions. But they actually have no vote in the presidential election. This is the low, this is how low Democrats will go, okay? Democrats want statehood for Puerto Rico, all right? They want those votes, and they will use this mayor of San Juan to come out and lie, and the media will carry the lie. Now we have Geraldo Rivera. We have, I don't know if you have had an opportunity to listen to the police officer from Puerto Rico that called a radio station. That has gone viral all over the place. There's several mayors from other cities in Puerto Rico that are saying the government is getting things out as fast as they can. Another social media, everybody wants to know where this lady with 95%, with the electricity supposedly 95% out, and the devastation, and people are dying, and they're killing them. Trump is actually killing them. How she found the T-shirt maker, all right? Maybe that got, airdropped by Perez, the chair of the DNC, or Kuma, who was looking very presidential. Now, I only played that for a reason, okay? Is they have been planning, okay? They have been planning every time there's a hurricane. All right. What is the difference? We've gone through it. Texas, okay? Texas, Republican governor. Florida, Republican governor. Puerto Rico, Hillary Clinton supporters. Puerto Rico, San Juan, mayor of San Juan supported Hillary Clinton. Governor supported Hillary Clinton. As Democrat as can be. On purpose, making sure that the government does not cooperate. They are corrupt. When they continue to say Haiti, okay? When they continue to say Haiti, we know the theft. We know the absolute, when they say the devastation, almost like Haiti, we know the theft that the Clintons and their friends got out of that, of the Haiti funds to help Haiti. So here's one of their other problems. Here's what this mayor from San Juan, Puerto Rico is upset about. Because the way, is it Brock? Is his name Brock? What's his last name? Long?
Yeah, Brock Long.
Yeah. He's a solid guy. That guy's solid. I watched 2 interviews with him yesterday. Because our government under President Trump and Brock Long are not really putting the funds and everything in place for them to steal. It's not available to steal like they thought they would be able to. Trust me. So will the bailout funds... Will the hurricane funds and the help for Puerto Rico, will it include a bailout for their debt, and what about statehood? Interesting. What's the other video I sent you, Richie?
San Juan mayor responds to Trump's Twitter attack.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's listen to her a minute. Let's listen to her live just a second.
All I want is more supplies,
So you feel speaking out has actually pushed FEMA to bring more?
A lot of mayors are scared of speaking out because they think if they speak out, whatever help they haven't been getting will not get to them.
Let's continue the conversation now with the former Puerto Rican Attorney General Jose Fuentes and CNN political commentator Maria Cardona. She's a Democratic strategist who grew up in Puerto Rico. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Martin.
Jose, let me start with you. It's 11 days now since the hurricane first came ashore, and officials say that 95% of the island is still without electricity, half the population without running water. How do you think the response is going?
I think the response is going very well. You have to understand what happened here. We get hit by a first storm, not catastrophic, but pretty bad. And then 2 days later, we get hit by a really big storm with unprecedented impact. Never seen before. No water, no electricity, and no communications. We couldn't talk to the people down there. They can't talk amongst themselves. And then for 48 hours, it drenches the island. So nobody expected that this was going to be as bad as it was. In 100 years, we haven't seen anything like this. So it took a while to get up and running. Most of the people that the government of Puerto Rico and FEMA had down there suffered the storm, so they couldn't get out. They couldn't start working, and it took a little bit to get the effort going, through no fault of anyone. So we have to understand that an island in the middle of the ocean, people can't get out like they did in Florida and Houston, drive somewhere else. We can't take trucks in with all the equipment we need, with the cell towers to put them on. Everything has to be either shipped, which is 5 days at best from Florida, or flown in.
We've gone over a lot of this, Jose. So my question is then, what do you think of the president's response to the mayor's plea for help?
Well, the president has done great. And every mayor I've spoken
the president's
to
been
on the
great.
island.
You're
he's
even
been
saying the
great.
tweets that he criticizes the mayor of San Juan is great.
Well, this mayor of San Juan is a political hack who was in bed with the president. She was singing the praises of the president until her political advisor, Luis Gutierrez from Chicago, got there, brought her the T-shirts and said, hey, you want to run
Jose, I'm going to interrupt you just for a second because
governor?
I can't hear you.
If she wants to run...
And if I can't hear you, then I can't go back and forth with questions. So until I get this fixed,
Luis
Maria,
Gutierrez...
I'll let you try and get a response, but try and get...
The former Attorney General of Puerto Rico, the San Juan mayor is a political hack. Now, political hack, the guy at CNN immediately went for the back of his head. Because I'm telling you, I am wearing the same earpiece as the guy at CNN. And I will say this, a lot of times when Richie or Sam talk to me in the control booth in there, I will go like this. Like, what happened is he went like this because his producer was saying, cut him now. Okay?
That was a signal.
That was a signal.
I heard you.
Right, that was a signal. Cut him. Okay? Cut him now. All right? Boom. I can't hear you. I'm telling you, that was the lies. If you have an ounce of belief any longer that this media core, the corporatocracy, fake media, has any interest in bringing you. Now, the sad part is what they did and what they do. Please, I'm begging you in the nicest way, be careful today with the information coming out. Let this information in Vegas, let law enforcement do their job. Let people investigate. Let this information in Vegas settle a little bit before you fall into the media's lies and what they want you to believe, okay? Now, before we leave and go to Monday Morning Quarterback, when we come back, it's Monday morning. I'm going to have Jason Banks, our director of Team FYN Sports, going to call in, get Richie on here. We're going to talk a little high school football, Quad A Region 6 and 3A Region 7 football in North Georgia. And this here, so you know, this here on my desk is one timeline of a story. This is an entire story that I've worked on for over a year. Over a year. Everything on my desk. One story I've worked on for over a year. Now, before the Judicial Qualifications Commission that oversees the ethics of judges in the state of Georgia, whether you like them, agree or disagree, the investigative panel of the Judicial Qualification Commission met and conducted a preliminary investigation of 4 complaints against Judge Brenda S. Weaver, okay? Chief Judge of the Appalachian Judicial Circuit. This is over a year's worth of work. And when we come back at 9, you're going to want to be here at 9. I'm going to tell you how this document actually gets these names involved in the story. Here are some of the names. It's like we're rolling our stars this morning. Russell Stuckey will be in that 9 o'clock hour. Mark Thomason will be in that 9 o'clock hour. Lynn Doss, you have made the 9 o'clock. Come on down. Johnny Searcy will be in that 9 o'clock hour. Judge Roger Bradley will be in that 9 o'clock hour. Alan DeRay Green, a.k.a. N-Ray. Okay, he will be in that 9 o'clock hour. B. Allison Sosby will make it in that report. How did Donna Whitener and Rhonda Thomas get in this story? I'll explain at 9. We're going to take a break. It's time for Monday Morning Quarterback. When we get back, Jason Banks will be with us. Stay with us. Let's talk a little high school football. Take us a break, Richie.